tree shallow is blistering. I don't know if that's quite the right word, but it's a relentless rock song, just unabashed, heavy hitting rock song. And Porcupine Tree is a band that I greatly admire and relate to because Steven Wilson comes across kind of like a soft spoken, a bit willowy in that he has that sort of a book smart kind of look that I kind of relate to, and his voice is light and airy, yet Porcupine Tree at times is just crushing, crushingly heavy. And this is one of those crushingly heavy songs, mainly because um, it is about pent up anger and just the inconceivable notion that you could live in a city of say 1 million people, and in the middle of it, and then you could still feel so isolated and lonely. And when you look around and see what you know people seem to be engaged in, and whether it's TV or movie or music or whatever. And I'm not saying that everything is popular, is everything is disposable, but shallow. It's shallow, and it is it is disappointing to not be able to connect to and it's, I myself do understand sort of a desire for quick fixes and strong stimulations. I mean, we live in a very instant gratification era. I mean, I think every generation needs quicker gratification, stronger stimulation than the last, because technology and innovation drives our to our sort of insatiable appetite for just quicker, easier, more sort of a you know the just immediate, strong stimulation. And the thing is, like, for example, I love to listen to music, I love to read books, but I do work that where I stare at the screen all day, computer, and then after being exposed to that sort of a sensory sort of a assault of that visual, audio, multimedia presentations, the sort of the more media that is more, how should I say, focused on one particular sense, or requires your imagination to engage. It just doesn't seem sort of stimulating enough, just because your stimulation level has been heightened high, that like after being looking at computer all day, like I'm embarrassed to admit that, like, it I at the end of the day, I don't I find book, like reading a story, just in my mind just comes across as boring to me. And sometimes, if I had enough willpower, I sort of go sort of climb over that initial childish sort of sense of needing that, oh, just that seems so boring, just let me watch something, that movie or cartoon or whatever, that seems so childish. But yet, I think that's a truth that a lot of us in sort of modern developed societies face, is that level of quick, shallow, stimulating experiences that fuel our life, and being so distracted and so used to the shallowness of those times, those experiences, and that being our norm. And then you realize that you're filling your time with some empty junk. And what do you feel after that is like shit. It's like, what am I doing? This is meaningless. That's what I get from this song, is that anger towards, what's around me, what's around us, that the noise to substance ratio being so off, but also like anger to myself in a way, frustrated that I've gotten diluted and I've gotten unbalanced and off kilter, and not quite having the resources or know-how to really, you know, keep these things in check and in balance and in right proportions, so that I don't miss sight of the big and important deep things. Shallow versus deep, and there's time for both. And it's really easy to, I think it's always been easier, but it seems just particularly easy now to sort of float aimlessly and rootlessly on the shallow end, because going on the deeper side is, it takes effort. So shallow, and when you think about that, you get this song. It just you want to hit at something, and I don't, necessarily think that that's a healthy feeling to have. But again, music is one of the healthiest ways to channel that. So yeah, I mean, this song sort of helps me get it out. Better to do that than anywhere else.